What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Movie Files. Joining me as always is the little brother Jace, bro shot. How we doing tonight?
Doing well. Happy to be here on another Wednesday night. Getting the podcast with all you fine folks.
Outstanding. Chief, what's the good word?
Hey, man, another Wednesday night. Shout out to Trin, who's watching for her first time. So, yeah, it's good times, man. So we're going and have a good cast tonight.
Hopefully. Let's see what's up with everybody here in the chat so far. Snake Eyes. Howdy, partner. Party people. Yeah. It's Blake Tarpley. The place to be. What's up, Jace, Jeff? Jace, Jeff, and the one and only Chief.
Blake, man, what's going on, baby?
King is in the building. What up, y'all? What up, King Collector? And Javelin is counting us down. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. I'm like hearing New Jack City now.
I mean, you see like Ice-T and Nino just ice grilling each other. Like
right. That's been too long since I watched that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should watch that.
Yeah.
MOC Turtles here. Howdy, everyone. Hope y'all are having a good week.
MOC Turtle.
MOC Turtle. David Thanos coming straight at you.
Yeah.
On the 1s and 2s and 3s.
Yeah.
Indeed, my friend.
All right, I'm saving the answers. Not much, Jalen. Just happy to catch the live stream. We're happy to have you on here.
Yeah, man.
Time for some action.
Little red man.
Let's get ready to rumble in this corner. Good weekend, Chief.
No, it wasn't a good weekend. It wasn't a good weekend.
I watched that game. I was like, oh man, look at Danny Jones. And I realized, man, he is. Gosh, what is he throwing? Trent is in the building. Go Chief. I'm your biggest fan, Chief.
I appreciate that you are.
Hey, Chief's got a fan club up in here.
Yeah, it's about time I got one.
Wow. And tough like leather.
Yeah.
You just went the wrong route.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, don't even talk about them parlays, bro. I quit.
What?
No, you did.
I did.
For a week.
Possibly. I appreciate it, man. It's good to be loved, man. You know what I mean?
What a feeling.
Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you.
Wow. What a feeling to be loved. Oh, man, that's my movie. Snake Eyes, my team, Lions won. Congratulations. Okay. So did my team. Yay.
Mine didn't.
I was rooting for your team to win.
If they hadn't that was Vegas. That was a Vegas call. Because your boy, he folded at the line. He just fell backwards. He was just like, height. He was like, oh, I'm down. I'm like, man. So yeah, that was a Vegas call.
Yeah.
You can't blame yourself for that one.
Yeah, I think somebody should check his bank account. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it might be padded.
Yeah.
Pat it up a little bit. Okay, so there's some rumors going around, and they surround me every day.
Can't keep moving. I'm trying to find a way from it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Actually, before I get to this, I've gotta break this down. Oops. James says, I think Chief is like the Method Man to Jeff and Jace's RZA and Jizza.
Hey, Tippy Bone.
Or maybe Chief is ODB. No, I would feel like that's more Javon because he's in and out. or maybe even Golden Arts, because he's never here. He's in the joint.
Special guest appearances only.
Right. So I was about to say who would Norris be in this analogy? Inspector Deck? No, huh? Capadonna? Master Killer. Master Killer popped in every so often, laid it down. Was like, hey, there you go. That's good stuff. David Thanos, I'm in the foxhole with you, Chief. Ooh. My Cowboys are just pooty poo.
It's tough, man. And then Dak out. Yeah, it's a tough.
Ow! Gosh, darn it.
He's can't feel any sympathy. Your shoulders hurting.
No, that world's smallest violin I had for Cowboys broke on my shoulder. Man. Ow! That really hurt. I'm sorry, David. I mean, I understand. Listen, this is from 90s hatred. It has nothing to do with you, my good friend. Chief is Osiris it is. The View with Drew. What's going on?
How Drew?
Are you? You're right. Thanks, Jamie. I should make a t-shirt. It says that I'm right. But yeah. Chief's math. Or maybe because he's always rocking hats, he's Ghostface.
Man, hey, you gotta love Ghostface.
Yeah, you got the little scruffy beard, the hoodie. I mean,
yeah, man. Look, I'm due for a haircut, but I ain't gonna go.
Gonna go. Hey, maybe Norris can be Raekwon.
You saw what's that movie? My favorite movie, Hot Fuzz. He had a big bushy beard. That's what I'm going for. Jugglers.
It's cold outside.
Yeah, so I'm going for that, man. I'm going for the big bushy beard.
There you go. Henry G's here. How's it going, fellas? Hope all is well to everyone. What's up, man? It's been a minute since we've seen The Rock here. He's the chef because he's always cooking. Makes sense. I thought that was Russ.
I've been known to hit some threes, though.
It's as soon as he leaves our team, yeah, that's when he starts cooking.
That was your boy Peyton's fault.
That was awful.
Freaking hell. That was all him. All right, back to the rumor. So, you guys might have seen it. I really hope you did. That's why I sent you the thing early. What did y'all think about this Captain America: Brave New World trailer?
Yeah, I haven't seen any controversy. It looked really good.
What did you think of it? There's no like, haha. What did you think of the trailer?
Yeah, I like they had Isaiah brought him back from Captain America. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's like Captain America, like yeah. So yeah, I appreciated it. They brought him back, which also reminds you, hey, this is a good show to go revisit. I how they had Signwinder's character, and they're like very different than the Serpent Society we're used to, but I kind of think it's probably a better way to have it more grounded. I know you're not going to be happy because you're like, I want Signwinder.
I lost all my mind that hot second when you said that. We have the president, Han Solo, turning into a Red Hulk, and you say it needs to be grounded. No,
I said I didn't say it. I said they want it grounded. I didn't say what I again. We live in a world where everybody can fly and do everything. We got robots acting like they're people. I mean, and I'm talking about the Eternals, not Vision. Oh. Yeah, there's plenty of things that aren't grounded, but that's what they wanted. And having, the guys in snake costumes, they weren't feeling that. Okay. But I liked, again, it keeps very much with the Captain America themes that these are more serious movies, even though there's a lot going on. This is a superhero movie, but there's dark intrigue going on. There's a conspiracy. I was like, okay, once again, looks like we got a great Cap movie coming. Ready for
it. I also thought it was pretty interesting because with Winter Soldier, which is still my top 5 MCU films, period, they had this really quality 70s actor is holding it down. And he's not like taking over the whole movie, but every time he's on screen, Robert Redford is just like, I can't believe they got Robert Redford in an MCU film. And he's amazing. And Harrison Ford is like, whoo, you got Harrison Ford in this joint. He looks like he's going to be amazing in this too. And they're going to the next level and turning him into Red Hulk. Spoiler from the trailer. And I think he looks really cool. I feel like every time we see the Hulk, barring She-Hulk, which doesn't count, the CGI on Hulk is a little bit better every time, and it looks like the CGI on Red Hulk is even better. And the fight, just a little quick snippet we got where he's like punching the shield.
I want to see how that works out, because I'm thinking if the Hulk punches a regular person with the shield, even though it's vibranium, that would pretty much throw them, like break their legs.
Let's ask our resident impact expert, Chief, if if Supergirl was holding Captain America's shield, would she or would she not dent a car upon impact?
I don't know if she would dent it. She would definitely dent a car, but she wouldn't dent the shield. But what would save Captain America is nothing. He would be reduced to actually liquid. Now, what's probably going to save this Captain America is we can assume that the suit has some sort of properties that allows him to take punishment. So that's going to be
was crafted in Wakanda. And we've already seen this same shield withstand the full impact of Mjolnir when Thor was in a temper tantrum mode. You want me to put the hammer down?
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen that. We've seen it take all kinds of impact from other things in the past. And we've seen it protect Cap when he's jumping out of a building and lands squarely on it. He gets up okay. Now, Sam Wilson does not have any super serum running through his body. However, I think he kind of knows how to take a hit or whatever, and he's got that vibranium, we can assume, tech in that outfit, thanks to Wakanda working on it. So we've got any issues with, he shouldn't be able to take that covered because they made his suit, it's straight. I really did love that scene where he was like flying back because Hulk threw the Red Hulk threw the car at him, and he hit the little sideways Millennium Falcon going through the asteroid belt. I wonder if that was an intentional shot or if it's just me being a super Empire Strikes Back geek going, ooh, that's like how when they went through there or when he went in between the two Star Destroyers. I wonder if that was like a little tribute to it because, Han Solo fighting the dude from Adjustment Bureau. So good stuff. It was cool seeing Sidewinder. And for those of you who don't know who Sidewinder is, it's Moff Gideon. And he's doing his thing. And I was really happy in watching the trailer that he looks like he's going to be a prominent character in there. Now, is he going to be the main villain or is it going to be Red Hulk being influenced by him? I don't know, but I'm down for it because this movie looks like it's got some really strong actors. And just from the trailer, it definitely has me feeling like this could be a lot more like Winter Soldier than Thor Love and Thunder.
Just based on the action we see, and we hear, you can hear there's a voice who's not accounted for, in case, and I'm not going to spoil anybody, but there's a voice talking who's unaccounted for. And it's like, there's some interest. We got some quality level bad guys in here.
Just follow them. Just follow them.
Just follow them.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were referring to the villain that we didn't see. That was my little low key reference to him. I said follow that character. Right. Yes.
Anyway, yeah. No, and that's probably what they're gonna hopefully explain that, because everybody's gonna have that like, I don't understand, but it's just that throwaway line for 2 seconds. Just, I'm glad my vibranium's in the suit. Like they'll have that covered. But
listen, and if they don't, it's okay, because we just doped it out. Henry G spelled it out for us. We're good. Michael Solis is here. What up, man? How are you? Blake says it looked like it could be good, but it's Marvel and Disney. I almost expect they could do the rope-a-dope on us. Fool me 23 times. I hope it's great.
Right. It won't have a ending that the bad guy is Trevor. Okay, so they're already going to be clear that rope-a-dope bar. I'm good. Like, because if it's Trevor, I walk out. Like straight up.
In full fairness, that is not the worst thing that we've seen from the MCU in these last 2 phases so far. I say this all the time. I say it way too often. They really should have just had Thor. They should have plopped Thor into Quantumania and call it a day. That could have been Thor 4, and it could have just been a team up. Thor and Ant-Man and Wasp versus Kang. All right, we got 3/5 of the founding Avengers fighting Kang. They could beat him. And then, oh, wait, there's more.
Or they don't need to beat him. You just have Kang win and go to the next thing.
Well, see, the problem is they were focused on the multiverse. And they had no idea what they were doing. It was like, here's a multiverse, but oh yeah, Kang's a threat too. Which one is it? Pick one. If it's the multiverse, do a multiverse. Quick phase.
But technically speaking, Kang, all those variants are multiverse variants of Kang.
No.
But it just when you heard the like ape sound, that didn't help anybody. Like, wait, why is the dude gotta be an ape? Like, can we just not have Kang be Kang?
No, they were like hooting and hollering. Yeah. Woo, 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 woo.
I mean,
they're an old school 80s wrestling crowd. Woo, woo, woo.
Boo, boo, boo.
Smithers, if this ain't boo, my bad. Seth freaking Ross. MOC Turtle says, I like the trailer. Anthony Mackie makes a great Cap. One that will get me to theaters. Been looking forward to it since Falcon and the Winter Soldier. How long ago was that show? It feels like it's been forever.
It's probably been 3 years. They made that show like it was a movie, and then it took 3 years to write the next movie.
Is it really just been 3 years? I feel like it's been so much longer. All right. No, I want Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Jesus, 2021. Wonder feels so long. Chief, are you even gonna watch it because it's past your time frame?
What am I gonna watch? Captain America movie?
Yeah, the new one.
I mean, it's not Captain America 2. It's just, you know what I mean? It's Captain America, period. You know what I mean? So
it's Captain America version 2. Volume 2.
Nah, because Captain America and Winter Soldier is one thing. Captain America it's his movie. So I'm not gonna miss out on his movie. Now, if they come 8 years later with Captain America 2, then that's when I get perturbed. But yeah, I'm going on the matinee. You know how I feel. You know, I how I feel about a crowded movie theater, man. I went to see Smile 2 the other day.
Did it make you smile?
No. The whole time in the back, it was they were just having a conversation. A bunch of, you know what I mean? They were just, so you watching a movie, but you can hear them just steadily. And I was like, oh God.
Hey, why don't you bring Norris to say, hey, shut the hell up.
Hey, you know what, man? I've been with him, and hell is not the word he uses. And let me tell you something. Hey, people being that there like clutching their pearls when he says that.
He thinks he's Onyx, huh?
Like, why the movie just started? Why are you like this? He was like, because during the opening credits, it tells you to shut up. Now shut up. I'm like, you know what I mean? Because you're not, you know what I mean? Because when you're not prepared to fight, and then somebody takes you in a situation where you might have to fight, you're like, So now in your mind, you got to switch off. I just came here to relax the movie. To now I got to go and make a hard face at whoever he's talking about to let him know we mean business. But I was just, you know what I mean? I'm sitting there, I got my popcorn.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, hold up.
Shut up.
Just my mean mug face.
You know what I mean? Now I gotta look with the mean mug like, yeah, it can't happen in here. You can get it.
You can get these hands.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Oh man. And I'm gonna take your sweet tarts. So, right. Give me those sweet tarts.
Oh man. All right, let's see. Henry G says, has Marvel done anything where an Earth-based villain actually had powers? Zorby Man and Shield is the first one that comes to my mind. I don't know, their villains are kind of lame. In that sense, Earth-based, no, I can't think of any. Iron Man, no powers. Well, yeah, I guess the Extremis was powers, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we got Iron Man 3 with the Mandarin. No one in Thor, of course. Cap, no.
I mean, Cap technically Winter Soldier had super serum.
Powers though.
I mean, the Wrecking Crew.
We've seen the Wrecking Crew.
I never saw the Wrecking Crew in MCU. David Thanos says, I think it looks like the next moneymaker for MCU, but let's see. Nice. King Collector says, it's all messed up. What do I do now, huh? Keith Cooper, what's up?
What up, Keith?
Okay.
Will they let him get the W in his movie? Good question. It's got a lot of heads, a lot of faces running around in this movie. I did notice that there's a funeral scene. Now I'm curious. Now my suspicions on that is it's the black guy. So I think the black guy is gonna die, and that's the funeral that he's at. Yeah.
Dang. You put a grim.
You're starting to count down.
I'm talking in generalities, but I think what's gonna happen is Isaiah's gonna die, and he's gonna go on this whole thing of trying to avenge him. Maybe at the end of the movie, we'll start to see some movement to the Avengers.
He's going to try and exonerate Isaiah after figuring out what happened. You know, because he never did get his due for being Captain America.
Exactly. With a statue.
Yeah, I think that would be a cool way. I mean, just the idea of it's like, okay, that's a cool way to go with the story.
Because he did have the best line in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
And here comes a lambda 5 foot tall.
Trevor's now an acting coach in Wonder Man, which legit might make me not watch it. And I'm like, oh, here's Trevor again. What's a character in the MCU I never wanted to see again? That maybe we should make that a topic.
No, I wanted to see him like they actually had him in. I don't know if it was at the end of one of the movies where it actually has him in jail, and the Mandarin sends him a nice worded letter like, "Hey, bro."
They should have killed him. Like that would have been dope. Yeah, they didn't. He's still running around.
You still here?
Yeah.
The hang is over.
Trevor, I think that was such a bait and switch. It was so annoying. And then bringing him back for Wonder Man just says, oh, this isn't going to be serious. And Marvel doesn't do great with comedy. I mean, it's just that. It's hard to do comedy now in general, but I don't think Marvel does superhero comedy well at all.
Has their best comedy been Ragnarok? Which is so weird to say.
Ragnarok was an excellent movie.
Yeah.
It was an excellent movie, man. I think Thor Love and Thunder should never be really mentioned anymore.
What's this?
You know what I mean? We shouldn't talk about it ever again. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather put on a nice suit and then jump in a puddle.
You need a white suit, then to jump in that puddle.
Yeah, maybe fall into the puddle. Just roll around it and then get up and go where I'm going.
With the social media team following you and broadcasting and making it go viral. Yeah. Not a fan of that one. Oh, speaking of, it's November 13th. So if you want, you can now watch Deadpool and Wolverine as many times as you want on Disney Plus.
Oh, you know what's funny? I already bought it. But I needed it in my collection.
But I'm with you. I'm going to get it too.
Okay, what's the point of releasing something on Disney Plus before you can actually make money on a physical copy? I mean, because
there are people like me who will buy the physical copy.
I mean, it's already going in my Black Friday card, but it's like, come on, like you could
the Black Friday card.
It's got the Black Friday card
Amazon literally it is stocking up with stuff. I mean, like everything we talk like movies that we say, this is a good movie you should check out. I'm putting it in the cart because
add to cart. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to have a situation where we don't like this movie today, so it's no longer streaming on our service. It sucks to be you.
Right.
No, I'm not doing that.
No. Big no. Which is interesting because right now they have the 4K for $29 and the Blu-ray for $24. And it comes out next Monday. So there you go. Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna drop. I feel like it's
not gonna drop, but I'm still gonna buy it.
There you go.
Just because I'm gonna forget about it until next year if I don't see
it. Blake says it would be straight fire. Hot like fire too. If Leader gets Abomination, other Hulk group Hulk foes to form a group, and Hulk comes back. That would be so cool. I'd be down for that.
Well, I mean, but when was the last scene we saw Abomination?
See, they make their villains. Actually, I would guess Abomination would be considered an Earth-based villain who got power. So him too, and he was way back in number 2. I mean, the second film in the MCU. Yeah, they kind of turned him into a joke. And I guess you said the last time. I was thinking Shang-Chi, but we saw him after that, didn't we? Yeah.
Like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Keith Cooper says the trailer is good, or they get Hulk and She-Hulk to come and help Cap stop Red Hulk.
Leave She-Hulk alone.
David Dan says, what is Captain America for? You're going against your rules. This is true.
It's not 3. That was the problem. He can 4. He's cool with.
I'm gonna see it, man. I'm going to watch it. Oh yeah, man. You just can't enjoy the movie, man. You know, that's why I mostly watch movies at home, man. You know, but every once in a while you got to step out there. And I did wrong by stepping out there on a Friday night. Yeah,
I feel like that was on you then.
It was on me, man, but I couldn't get out of it. I didn't want to go. I never go on. You know me. I don't go on Fridays. You know this.
Yeah, you're not Johnny Kemp.
You know this about me, man.
Did he get paid though?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I lost money.
Enough about the parlays, Chief.
Yeah, a bag of popcorn and I don't even know if I had popcorn. Some Twizzlers, a drink, some nachos, and something else was like $40 even.
Did you go to Jason's movie theater?
I was waiting for the hate on that one.
You should have been ready.
I went to the cinema.
Loading it up, right? And like
they just, you know, as soon as you walk up to the cash register, they like, can I help you? You know what I mean? How can I help you? Let me get.
They put on the president's mask.
Yeah, the poo shiesty, and they just take everything. Like, let me get this up off you. So, but the movie had been out for a while. I didn't figure anybody was going to see it.
Rookie mistake.
Yeah, it was.
What up, Mark A? Mark A had a solution for you too, Chief.
Yeah, you know what would have been even greater than that if I drew a smile on my slap hand. and let them see the smile on the slap hand as I delivered it. You know what I mean? And then used the exit door to run out before I got arrested.
You went out that exit door.
You just go slap them, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
Does he have the keys? Yeah.
Okay. You know what I mean?
Bro, my older brother's a minister, and we almost had to step outside one time when a dude wouldn't shut up at the Magic Johnson Theater. My family don't play when it comes to movie etiquette. Yeah, it is.
You in Maryland, Jamelin? Because Magic Johnson Theater, there's one in Maryland. I know for sure. When you hear Magic Johnson Theater, it almost reminds you of saying MLK. You know what I mean? Because there's no good MLK at any state in here in this union. And I feel like the same for a Magic Johnson Theater. You know what I mean?
Honestly, that one by us used to be very nice. And yes, that theater, when it actually first came out, was very nice.
Is it bad now?
Let me tell you
something. There?
That's because a certain group of people don't read and didn't know that it was. But then after a couple of months, they found out that the Magic Johnson Theater existed. And the next thing you know, they were there. And it got crazy. You know what I mean? Magic Johnson. I don't even go. When I hear Magic Johnson, I'm like, oh, yeah. Have a good time. You know, just like when somebody say, oh, man, there's a good food spot on MLK. Oh, yeah? Go enjoy yourself. Not going there.
Fake Aquafina. Oh, fake Aquafina. But fake Aquafina works too. What are you talking about, Keith?
And one more cigarette. That's what it sounds like.
The Maximum of Twins have power. Shang-Chi in the Marvels. Thor 4 doesn't exist. It certainly doesn't count. Jamlin says Ragnarok was a decent movie. It's a great episode of the Marvel series, but as a standalone,
huh? Did you like the other Thor movies, or was that kind of your weakest of the Marvel, the original MCU's films?
For me, that was the best of the Thor movies. 1 was okay. 2 was
yeah,
and then Ragnarok was.
That's your least favorite.
What?
You always Jace hates Dark World.
No, again, compared to the movie that shall not be spoken of again after this conversation, that movie's great.
Bro, I don't even see the other 2 movies. Whenever I go look at Thor, my eyes always set on Ragnarok. I don't even see, because the other one doesn't exist for me. So I don't see the other 2. So I'm like, Ragnarok. So,
I like Thor because it very much like, oh, okay, you guys can. This Thor works in this MCU, did a very good job. Make sure I like Kenneth Brosnan's directing it. That's why I totally dislike Thor Dark World, because it's so all of it's set. I mean, it's filmed in this serpent gray colors. And then what's his name? The Dark Elf is lame as crap. I mean, they did a much better version of him in Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
No way.
I know, really shocking. I know.
By the way, since you said it, and I was going to at some point during this episode, I just finished watching the 3-parter where they're battling Kang. That show is perfect. I mean, they have the Avengers personalities down so well. There's not a character I'm like, I wish they had done this character like this. I think the only quibble I have is Ultron's voice. I wish it were a little bit more deranged and sinister, like crazed.
Shouldn't his voice sort of sound like Hank Pym?
No, I want his voice. In my head, I've always heard him going, "I'm going to crush you now." Like that, kind of like a little bit more like General Grievous.
You want Starscream?
Yeah, a little bit more Starscreamish. And like they used Ant-Man, Giant Man so well. It's like the dude keeps flipping between big and small. He is so cool in that show. And the Wasp is perfect. They did Carol Danvers, awesome. Black Panther is amazing. Hawkeye's like, I don't care if you and Thor have a fight over who took down the most. I'll take him down more than you guys combined. I'm like, that's Hawkeye.
I think when he actually steps to Hulk and literally makes Hulk transform, laughing, just like, okay, I'm over it. I'm not angry. Like that was very cool, and it was very much. If you guys wanted to spin that to a West Coast Avengers, I would have signed up. I don't understand that business decision to cancel that show after 2 seasons. I mean, that is because I think most people have that in all-time comic book cartoon shows. I think that's very high. I think it's top 5 for most people who've got a decent, view of stuff. Which I think that may be a topic, but that's just me.
I think that's my number 1. I like Justice League, but I like Earth's Mightiest Heroes more simply because so much of what they do is based on comic books and they incorporate those storylines so well. And Kang is perfect from the voice acting to his whole, you primitives can't beat me. It's like, it's perfect.
I mean, I like the fact when he actually beats them, I beat him. Like, we're done. I'm somewhere else.
Yes. Abomination was.
Whoa! That didn't happen. Yeah, we're all trying to forget that.
That joint made my temple hurt instantly. With the rub in that joint, man.
Rumble.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Blake says, I think the funniest Marvel comedy scenes were when Tony Stark and Doctor Strange first met and they were making fun of each other. Started the comedy well. The sarcasm. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
That was great. I read ahead. That's why I was reading what Blake wanted to say that first time. Q says, Chief, Fridays are for amp teens and daters.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm too old, man. Get off my lawn. I'm that old. So.
What lawn?
The farmland is perfect right there. That's actually when time I go to the movies.
Yeah, man.
Or after work on a Tuesday. That's
the real sweet spot. What is the This magic was in LA. Well,
Okay.
yeah, that's
gotta get out of LA, man. We gotta take an LA trip or something, bro. I don't like to fly, but I'll risk my life to go out there with y'all, man.
Risk your life to fly.
Listen, I don't like to fly, man. I'm gonna pack.
We can take the Madden cruiser down to Miami and hang out with Blake.
Yeah, that's cool too, man. Whenever y'all ready. Get on the first thing smoking to Miami, and then
I've done that road trip to Miami. It's 18 hours. It's
no. Well, listen, if we do it on a road trip, we'll be on a train, Amtrak. Look in the food cart, drinking liquor.
Food cart. I like the comedy in the Guardians films. I thought those.
The Guardians film is funny.
No.
Snake Eyes, please don't lie to me. Don't lie. I can be really honest. I'm kind of done with superhero films and TV shows.
Come on, they're gonna get you back, Snake Eyes. Yeah. They're gonna get you back, man. They're gonna do a real good movie and get you back. Little Goose ain't punching nothing else. That's for sure.
Man, I'm sorry, but think about it. You had Christian Bale in your movie, and just completely squandered it.
Dark World can't be the worst. Not in the world where we had the Eternals and Love and Thunder.
Compared to what they put out lately, Dark World's cool. But when it comes to all the other movies, before Endgame, Dark World was very low.
Iron Man 3 was worse than that.
Again, I said very low. I didn't say
it was a dark movie. The only thing stranger than Dark World, as far as I'm concerned, as far as what they've done to the movie, is the Snyder's Gray film.
I want to watch that.
And so you got the gray film here, and then you got it in color here, and I'm like, who the hell ever just goes over and says I'm gonna watch it in all gray?
Again,
watch it like old talkie.
I didn't mind watching
Dan McLean's face, yes, sir.
What was it? Dark World. I mean, I'm sorry, Godzilla 1. Yes. I didn't need to watch. I saw it in black and white. It was very good. It was cool. But going to a modern day superhero movie, like, no, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, so I didn't like the grittiness of Dark World. I hated Dark World actually.
Again, I mean that's the thing. It's just compared to Eternals, I will watch Dark World.
I didn't very much like Thor 1 either.
I like the first Thor because it established Thor in the MCU without breaking their back to go, well, here's a way to make this guy work. And his depowering made sense. When he got powered back up, it was like, cool. He couldn't run around as Thor, the Thunder God, right away the whole time. So I like their approach on it. It made sense. And the supporting characters were funny in that movie. Yep. I thought Dark World's biggest problem was they tried to recapture that magic with Darcy and old boy. It was like, please stop. This is too much.
Yeah. Like, Darcy, it was funny. It's like, I think it was right after Kat Dennings had done Two Broke Girls. And, oh, no, let's expand the role. It's like, less is more. This is really the way to go. Trust me.
Meow, meow.
Yeah.
Earth Mighty is there's so much that's great about it. Like how Carol is a way different character than Jan. And she's like, you got to stop treating him like this. And how he's like, you can grow. That's amazing. Bow.
I honestly, I like the relationship between Black Widow and Hawkeye. That spy scene, that was a cool episode.
Oh yeah. Jalen says, I like the first Thor. I didn't hate Dark World. I saw it at home. It was cool yet forgettable. Ragnarok is fun, but it has so many inside jokes and references that it doesn't really work if you haven't seen most of the other Marvel films and not just Thor films. Yeah.
Maybe.
It's so interesting because the story is the darkest of all the Thor films. And it's like, oh, there goes Asgard. There goes this character.
There's the Warriors 3 gone. Yeah.
It's really odd. Michael says Earth's Mightiest Heroes was probably canceled because of low toy sales. Well, it was around Marvel Legends, so they didn't make a dedicated EMH toy line, which they probably should have. It was the best Avenger cartoon thing ever. It was the Jack. Yeah, it was awesome. I wish they would bring back Earth's Mightiest, you and me both. And I always go down this rabbit hole when I start watching my Blu-rays of it. It's like, the show is too great. And every time I put in a new disc, it's like, I'm getting close to the end. Oh,
Because what is this sequel kind of one that they use that has Thanos in it?
I surely ain't.
Pity the fool. But I thought Dave was down there too.
Hey man. Oh, that's right. Thanos is down there too. Yeah, man. We'll do it up. I do it. It ain't me, man. Let you know it ain't me. I'm free. The other two live in jail.
Wait, what?
So,
we live in jail, supposed.
Yeah. Because I've been talking about a trip since we were in high school. And we haven't taken one. They've taken, but they never called me for those trips. So let me tell you.
Anyway, back to let's see here. David
Yeah.
Thanos is the funniest MCU movie. Almost every RDJ scene is so funny without trying to be funny. Much like Chief. Without trying to be funny.
I'm just saying.
Maybe now is the time to go to Florida for January.
I'm ready.
Keith Cooper. Darcy was doing too much. She was just doing the most.
Yeah. I think that was it. Eric Selvage being, running around.
Butt tail naked.
In his bathing suit was like, okay, guys, this wasn't the way to go.
Bucktail nude. That's what he said in Avengers. Mark, I legit thought we would get Thor War for the next movie after Endgame, but maybe that was too close to the comics. Probably. They did the new Avengers and Secret Invasion perfectly. Yes, they did. It's crazy. And in that whole Kang storyline, it's like you can't even argue. The Avengers movie squad was like, yo, this show is dope. Let's do a scene directly from this cartoon. Come out in the suits, and they shot it the same exact way. It's like there's no debating. Maybe they watched the show. No, absolutely. They did a slow motion walk. You see them all coming like this. This show is that amazing that it influenced one of the best movies I've seen because it was so good. It did such a great take on the Avengers. And at that point, the MCU was rolling.
Again, I don't understand if anybody had any kind of vision how if you would watch that cartoon, you would see that's how we do our next phase. That mean the Skrull invasion, Secret Invasion was right there. That was the end of their season 1, and it was like, oh wow, this is really cool.
And in the very first episode of season 2, they have Dr. Doom, the Fantastic Four. Dr. Doom's the smartest dude in the room already. Yeah, I already know that they have started this invasion. One of the Fantastic Four is not really one of the Fantastic Four.
You can take her. I'm good. Yeah. I know who she is. That was not cold. It was like,
and he wasn't even being ill scratch on it. Keith Cooper, EMH Luke Cage, Cornball Luke. Still a good show. Wow, man. He doesn't get enough love.
I'm still trying to. I was trying to put that season 2 Luke Cage in my Amazon card. They did not make that on Blu-ray. I'm like, I have to revisit season 2. See why they didn't.
What do you mean you have to revisit it?
I haven't watched it in a while.
Bushmaster.
Yeah.
Come on,
Mariah. Mariah was killing that.
They ruined that, man, by not having more. The Luke Cage series were great, man.
They were.
The
we had Cottonmouth.
You
mean Blade?
No, I meant Cottonmouth. There's only one Blade. Ever only will be one. Doom whoop. Yeah, man. Doom was Doom. He was Dr. Doom. Every character they put out there. And King Collector said the animated stuff will always be better. That's not true. The Fantastic Four first season was terrible. The Avengers cartoon before EMH was awful. I was desperate for cartoons of comic book shows. I could not watch any of that show. It was so bad.
But here's the thing. Bad. All you had to do was adopt the scripts. You didn't have, like anything else. If you just adopted the scripts for Kang, you would have had at least a very good Kang movie, if not multiple Kang movies. If you had done Secret Invasion, that was their whole second season. That easily goes for, every movie you could have 1 or 2 characters is a Skrull. Oh shoot! Oh, Maria Hill got captured. When did she go? This would make. there's so much like, oh, how far are the Skrull invasion? Nick Fury is the one dude who's actually figuring out something shady's going on, and then actually helps, like, ask Carol Danvers for help, makes her not a sucker. Like, that would have been very cool, but they just did not want to do that. It was, let's have this be one TV show that we don't ever talk about again because it was trash.
All right, more MCU news, and this is pretty darn interesting. Denzel Washington is making the rounds talking about Gladiator 2, which Chief will not see because it's past its 10-year limit. And he announced he kind of casually let it slip. He's going to be in Black Panther 3. Apparently, Chadwick Boseman said there wasn't not going to be a Black Panther without Denzel. So Denzel has a role Ryan Coogler wrote in the film especially for him. I don't even care what he's playing. He could be the nice, kindly guy at the diner. Denzel in the MCU, yes, please. Maybe he could be a future Black Panther. Like, he's another multiverse version. That would be kind of cool because, for a lot of us, it was like, oh man, who could play Black Panther at insert any time period? Yeah, Denzel could do it because he can do anything. But what do you guys think? Are you excited about Denzel showing up in there?
I'm trying to figure out a way to go for Black Panther 3. I don't know what time period that is in the MCU schedule. Is Shuri going to be Black Panther, or are we going to get her T'Challa's son?
Aged up appropriately. The role of young T'Challa will now be played by.
Yeah, but again, it's Denzel, and it's one of the. it is Denzel, and just you have. It's like, hey, just make sure you give him a good scene in there, and I think you're printing money there. Like, so I'm excited.
Chief, what do you want to see Denzel showing up as in Black Panther 3?
Part 2 kind of blew it for me. I hate to be that guy always. You know what I mean? Here I go again. You know what I mean? I don't really care. You can, and then let's be honest, man. Denzel kind of out of shape to be a T'Challa. You know what I mean? He could
be the future verse T'Challa
who's sitting on the throne. Maybe, man. You know what I mean? I don't.
Oh gosh!
Black Panther to the tune of Dynamite.
Yeah, he's definitely somebody who should be in there. Even just like training. Honestly, maybe training the Dora Milaje or something. You gotta throw him in there.
We'll see, man. That last one though, that had a stink on it, didn't it?
No, I didn't think it had a stink. I thought that they were in the grieving process and made a poor decision to just not recast T'Challa like they recasted.
So you enjoyed it?
What'd you say?
You enjoyed it?
I think for the movie they were trying to do, like I've watched it twice. I haven't watched it again. When I watched it the second time, it was really close to the first one because I went to a screening and then saw it with my wife. But I felt like they were doing the cathartic thing to kind of like say goodbye to Chadwick on screen. Whereas I feel like I wanted Black Panther versus Namor, kind of not the romantic sort of kind of thing we got. I wanted to see T'Challa versus Namor. We didn't get that. I felt like, oh man, what a letdown. If they had just recasted him, it'd been good.
Do we get kind of a Namor's right? I think I watched that movie one time.
I only saw one.
I do not remember. I knew there was a kind of a romance thing, but I really do not think I've watched that movie. And I think I own it. I don't think I watched it the second time.
I think they should have recasted him and then did a tribute to him at the end, and then just showed videos of him behind the scenes of the original Black Panther or something, and then in memory of, and then just showed him laughing and joking with the staff and being Black Panther. You know what I mean? That 2 didn't do anything for me, man. I was just like, and I never watched it. I saw it once, and that was it. Yeah. I never went back. I never thought about going back.
They did when Stan Lee passed. They did the here's Stan Lee throughout all his cameos, and they actually did the tribute for Bosman and Chadwick, but they didn't. It was like, I think your idea is correct. It's like, hey, if you guys need to grieve a little bit, let's take a second, but do not write this. I mean, that was another one of those movies you probably needed to. Let's look at this. We still have more plans for Black Panther, T'Challa. Mm-hmm. We're not ready to move on off that character because that is what it is. It's a character, not the person.
Yeah, I think they got them too confused. Chadwick is T'Challa. Yeah. T'Challa's Chadwick. No, it's not. But you're right, man. That Paul Walker tribute. And I love the fact that we kind of get here's Brian's card coming. Here's his leg. That's all we need is know he's retired, but he still exists in this movie universe. Oh, Brian's watching the kids. Cool. We get it. We understand Paul Walker is not showing up in these movies anymore. But they didn't kill him off. He's existing. And that's all I need.
And I hate to say this, but they still have his brother. And if they need to, we need to do anything, we could technically use his brother. I'm sure, sadly, they're probably going to do that in the last, Fast and Furious movie. And they're like, no, we're going to have Brian in here.
I won't complain if we have a lot of CGI reworking to put Brian back in there.
And that's the crazy thing. So I've never seen it again on TV.
No, I don't think it goes on TNT and all those other ones.
Well, I've never seen it again on HBO, Showtime. Nobody's ever showed it. Like, you usually catch something, or it's
they're on Disney Plus now.
Is it on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Oh, because I don't plus that. I minus that. So
it is not on the watch list.
Shout out to Jeff on that one.
I feel like you should just make that into a t-shirt.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do it. I'd rather, do something else for 2 hours.
And Jay will ask a question. Where'd it go? I should have started this one. Do you guys still actually get excited for MCU movies? I'm always of the wait and see mindset.
Yeah, you got to do it. You can't get excited no more. They've ruined it.
Okay.
They have ruined it.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead, brother.
No, okay. Has anyone watched Agatha All Along?
I haven't finished it.
Okay. I was very much on the, oh my gosh, why did they make this? Blah blah blah. I was very much on that side. I said after the third one, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing ever. After probably episode 5, it got a whole lot better. So I am probably much more on the, okay, maybe Marvel has righted the ship. Kevin Feige is actually approved. Actually, okay, let's make sure this actually makes sense. Vacation. And it goes somewhere in our story to build new characters. Like, I think that's now got me more, okay, there's somebody directing the ship much more versus letting She-Hulk get made. Like, I think that has helped me. Like, okay, the next movie is going to be Captain America, New World. Sign me up. I mean, that because that's the next project. I am still excited to see MCU.
I'm still upset that they had to change it from New World Order to Brave New World because I wanted to see Falcon come out there. Doom, 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 doom. So for me, let's see here. MLC Turtle said I watched Agatha and they were okay episodes, but I found her hard to watch. Yeah. Jace wasn't excited for Agatha, but he was patient and he saw there was something he enjoyed. Michael said
I want to watch Agatha. I've been trying to watch it. But I'm in the middle of Tulsa King. I'm in the middle of Evil. I'm in the middle of
the
Penguin. I was in the middle of the Penguin. I was in the middle of From. I was in the middle of the new Matlock. I'm in the middle of there's something else. I'm in the middle of. So it just kept getting pushed back further and further. Who?
Malcolm?
Oh. Yes. Yes, in the middle of Malcolm. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry. Just work was rough today.
So I plan on watching it though. I plan on watching it as soon as I finish. As soon as I knock down, like Penguin, I think it's finished now, right?
Yeah, finished.
Penguin. Are they gonna do? They're gonna do a 2 or what?
They're talking. There's talks of 2, but I mean, let me say this: that ending was really good.
Oh my god!
I mean, because what comes out in 7 and 8, you're like, okay. I mean, I sent it out to like the group text. I was very much. It doesn't make sense how this story was not how they made the Batman. The Batman almost does not make sense in this universe because of how good this universe is. Emo Batman just no, he does.
Maybe he was just writing something on his floor again.
Alfred, why are you such a jerk? I want to scribble on my mansion floor. Like, no, get out of here.
Henry G.
Paramount, I believe.
CBS, whatever.
Yeah, but I think it's on the Paramount app.
If you have a DVR, you might be able to get the old episodes because they like to recycle that stuff, especially for a newer show. You're digging Matlock. My folks were like, "Oh, it's so good! Don't spoil anything." And they said it was like crazy spoiler, but you're enjoying Matlock, Chief?
Yeah, you know what, man? I saw an interview with her a couple of weeks before Matlock started, and she was talking about how she didn't want to do the Waterboy, and her niece or somebody was over, and she was like, "Yo, you don't know who Adam Sandler is?" And she was like, "You know," and so her niece talked her into doing the Waterboy. So, which, I mean, she killed that part. She was hilarious in the Waterboy, and this is his bed sheet. So yeah, Kathy Bates. So now, I saw Matlock. I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna check out Kathy, man," because you know what I mean. She's done some really good work. You know, her movies are she's a great actress. Her movies are really, I really enjoy her movies. Even the ones that aren't popular. She's just, her acting is just really so good. What's the joint with she had the daughter and she killed the husband by jumping over the ditch in the ground. He was abusive husband. They were up in Maine or somewhere. I forget the name of it.
Was that the Tyler Perry joint?
No, man. I don't even think
she did a Tyler Perry movie.
No, that was
I don't think Tyler Perry even existed when this movie came out. It was a younger Kathy Bates. She could still run.
Okay.
But yeah, so anyway.
She's a Teflon actress where she can be in crap but still be really good.
Mm-hmm.
Joe from Sabres Matlock. Forgot about that one. Okay, add it to the watch list. Dolores Claiborne. Anybody seen that show?
Arts boy.
We're talking about Cross?
It's a show? I thought it was a movie.
That's the Alex Cross.
Yeah, I think it's a TV show.
I think that's what
they got a TV show and they got a couple of movies. One with who's the joy? Idris?
No, it's Aldous Hodge.
Who?
Hawkman. Aldous Hodge.
No. He's got it, but I'm saying Idris. What's my man from The Wire? He did the Fast and Furious spinoff. He was Black Superman.
Idris Elba?
It is
Idris Elba.
Okay, well, you looking at me like Idris. I'm like, they're like,
No, because Aldous Hodge is Cross.
But Idris did Cross.
He might have.
Yes, he did.
I'm trying to wait.
I'm thinking. My head is thinking.
Hey, people about to turn around and give you a mean mug.
You know what I mean? Idris Elba did Cross. So like, there's been a couple, not that long ago. So, is it Luther? Yeah. Luther and Cross, they're the same guy.
Are they the same guy now?
They are. They do the same thing. Cross, Luther. Let's see.
The one I watched the one with him and Gosh, what is Smeagol's actual name?
Andy Serkis.
Yeah, that movie on Netflix. I like that one.
Let's see here.
The long quiet as we all look to see if he was actually playing Alex Cross.
Right. I thought it's Luther, but I thought it was Cross.
So you were incorrect with that. Okay.
Well, I was incorrect. But you know what I mean?
I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Come to my door and whoop me.
I will come over at the 31st second. Over up!
Luther and Cross are the same people. They are, essentially. You know what I mean?
That logic can't be.
Hey, all right.
All right. Whew. All right. So we covered that. That was solid stuff there. What else is going on in Hollywood? Because I felt like there was other stuff that was of interest that I wanted to talk about. What's his face? So Snake Eyes, I know, is excited about that. We're gonna get a Sonic 4 that's already in the works. So that's coming. Get hyped, get excited for that. Should be big stuff.
Who's in Sonic 3?
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
He's playing Knuckles. So.
What was the one with the dude with the big fist? Was that part 2?
Knuckles.
Was that part 2? That was the Sonic 2?
Wait, I said Knuckles. Did I say that? No, he's playing Shadow, not Knuckles.
Which big fist dude? Which one was that? What number was that? I don't know. I thought you guys would watch them all.
Oh yeah.
Not just yet.
If something gets greenlit to a next one, I'm more intrigued to see the one previous.
Bro,
that's always. Oh, you have enough faith in this movie to go with the next one. Okay, I'll watch it.
December 6th, the werewolf movie.
That's already almost out. Jeez.
Man, I cannot wait. I've been looking for the second trailer to stop.
He is actually.
Man.
Which kind of works on so many levels where he's just casting Idris as everyone.
You know what I mean?
He's just one of those Sonic characters.
He is in Sonic 2.
Yeah, son.
And he's in Sonic 3 too. I don't know what he plays. So
Not
Sonic
Alex
2,
Cross.
Sonic 2 has to do with the big fist.
Yes.
I didn't see Sonic 3. That came out this year. So, okay.
It hasn't come out yet.
It hasn't come out.
Oh. So they already talking about
definitely haven't seen it.
Yep.
Yeah, they're that excited about it.
Okay. December 20th. Okay. Yeah. But don't forget to watch the werewolf movie.
I mean, the trailer that, like I said, that when I said that, I was like, okay, this looks good.
I don't know about it. Yeah. But I'm gonna go see that.
But see, the funny thing is, I don't think that's one you could go. You don't have to worry about seeing that in a matinee. You can go and see that when you want to, because
I don't think anybody's gonna go see it. It's gonna be one of those.
I think it's going because if it's not a new, it's hard for Hollywood to get new properties off. I mean, people just don't go see them. But I think I think the audience will skew a little older, so you don't have to deal with so many people just trying to watch stuff on their phone when they should be watching a movie and enjoying 2 hours and not talking to anybody.
Yeah, I didn't know that. See, nobody know that. So okay, so I was like, why haven't I seen 3? Okay, well that makes sense now. You guys didn't even know it popped later, did?
Actually, I did. Snake Eyes.
So then, when I was asking y'all which one had the big fist dude,
you kept saying we were wrong.
No, I didn't say you were wrong. I said which one had the big fist dude. And y'all was looking
how many times did we say Knuckles? Knuckles.
I was asking what movie had it in.
They said they're the same guy. They're the same guy, basically.
He's giving me a dirty look.
He's giving me that Daniel Jones just threw a third interception.
No, Daniel Jones doesn't pass for over 200 yards.
Well, Daniel Jones is no longer starting, so you can get that out your mind.
So I can start playing the parlays on the Giants now. Okay. So more news. Let's get to that. Wow, how's it not out already? Jeez. Venom, The Last Dance has made over 400 million worldwide. So that's pretty solid for them.
That is
Sony
solid.
gets a rare win at the box office and is doing his thing.
No, but what's that compared to Venom 2, Jeffrey?
Compared to Venom 2?
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's Carnage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Let There Be Carnage. Chief rocked that movie. Rock with that one. But we know Chief saw that. It was the second one. Worldwide. Now, this is its full gross, of course. 507 million. Not bad for a third film. And, nobody has any thoughts of it going anywhere at this point. That's solid. I mean, it's not like they're losing.
It's probably turned a profit now. I remember last week looking at the news and they were like, it may or may not turn a profit.
They're just hating. That's really all that is on that one. Like, how can we hate on this movie?
I mean, because it cost $200 million to make, and they put $100 million plus into marketing. So that's what they're saying. They need to actually make at least double the movie what it costs to make it to actually turn a profit.
It has
really?
Listen, it has 120 million budget. I knew that 200 was ridiculous. 120 million budget, and needed to gross 240 million to break even. So there you go.
Yeah,
it's solid. It's made its money. Yeah. Congratulations to Tom Hardy.
Well, I'm sure
a franchise that it's like, and doing something with it.
Well, hey, the next one up is going to be Craven.
I'll always make the best movies.
Craven's going to be there. Next blockbuster.
Blah.
Because I feel like, you know what I mean? They didn't stop the Sonics. There's no gap in the Sonics. There's no 8-year gap in the Sonics.
No gap in Daredevil.
It is. They stopped making it. That's why I stopped watching it. If they said they're not coming out with another Sonic and it was a TV show, I would stop watching. Like, I just watched something the other day and I didn't check on it. I started watching it and then the damn thing ended and I'm like, oh, man, well, I wonder what season 2 is. And then, like, I looked it up and they're like, oh, season 2 has been canceled for this. And then I just felt like somebody just slapped me.
Did you watch Jupiter? Was it Jupiter's Legacy?
I don't even know what that is.
It was on Netflix.
They canceled it.
Oh, the superhero show.
Yep. Canceled it the first weekend.
Yeah.
That was such trash.
Because I felt like I probably wouldn't have watched it if it was the first weekend.
No, it literally, because you couldn't have got through by the time it actually came out and the time they actually canceled it, you couldn't. It was like maybe, let's say, Jupiter's Legacy was 8 episodes. So by the time maybe hour 8 or whatever you'd actually gotten through it, it was like, and we're done with this show. It's like, it costs too much money. It's like, come on.
You can't. What's up, Rick Cage? How we doing? All right, so there's that. Let's get to this great news item that I just want to get your thoughts on. We know the new Star Wars trilogy has a new writer, and he's the 3rd or 4th writer on this deal. And Simon Kinberg is said writer. Now, Jace was super excited about this guy coming on board. He's like, check out all the stuff he wrote. And I'm like, yeah, but he's got some terrible films in his ledger too. It's some real red. If you paid attention to some of the stuff he's done. So let me break down his writing credits. Chief, let me know if this screenwriter has you excited. Let's start with, let me do the good ones. All right. So he did Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Jumper, Sherlock Holmes. Let's see here. Yeah, the 355 with Lupita. And I think that's it. So now let's go to the bad. X-Men Last Stand. I can stop there. But let's continue on. X-Men Days of Future Past. That's a win. I forgot that one. That was a win. Fantastic Four. X-Men Apocalypse. How do you have a year or 2 years back to back where you do Fantastic Four and you write X-Men Apocalypse and go, Job well done, Simon. Then he did Dark Phoenix. How is this dude still making movies? Come on. Jupiter Legacy. Now Super Crooks in that world was great. Star Wars. Zzz. How did anyone get work out? Exactly. He should have been going up and going, hey, I really want another chance. Like maybe now he should be getting his next screenplay. But he did Dark Phoenix. He did Apocalypse. He did that Fantastic Four. That should have been the 80s strike. You are never working in this joint again.
I think he had probably a deal with what is it, 20th Century Fox?
Gosh,
so just like, hey, just crap out bad X-Men movie and we'll be good. Just so we can keep the license. And no matter what you write, we'll keep the license. We're happy.
I'm just like, how does that get you work? And then they want you to do Star Wars films.
Well, I mean, Star Wars has such a great track record on, hey, you've never worked on Star Wars before, but I think you can tackle our biggest budget project that we need to actually save the franchise.
He does have a credit on Rebels.
That was the one that kind of like, okay. But
as a producer, written by, don't know how much he was actually writing these episodes, but that's a pretty solid credit. But he couldn't have written all 74. So
no.
Yeah, so that at least gives us some credence to, okay, maybe he can write a Star Wars story. We'll see.
Okay. But here's the joint I'm not understanding. Because supposedly the Skywalker franchise series is done. Because we have somebody who says they're a Skywalker, just on the random.
He's a liar. Liar.
Oh, but the new trilogy is supposed to be based on Rey Skywalker's character coming back. So wouldn't that extend the lifespan of the Skywalker franchise series? I don't understand that.
Oh man. I mean, now Jamelin asked, were we all excited about the MCU? I could still, with the project that I'm like, oh, this should be good. Deadpool and Wolverine for sure. Captain America for sure. Some of those others, like What If Season 3? No. The Peggy Carter Chronicles wore me down on Season 2. I'm so good. Maybe it'll be fun and good, but I'm not looking forward to it because Season 2 was like, hey, here's a random new character we've introduced. Why?
There's
so much stuff y'all could
ever. Of course she is. I'm more excited to see Marvel Zombies.
I mean, they're eating away at people. Chief, are you excited about the Marvel Zombies show?
I don't even know what that is. What is Marvel Zombies? I haven't heard of it.
Okay, it's a continuation of the story from What If Season 1, where What If Marvel was.
I remember that story.
Yeah.
So they're actually doing what? They're making a live action?
No, they're making a cartoon series.
Okay. Of everybody who's a zombie now. I remember, what was it? Ant-Man was a zombie, big ass.
Everybody.
Just the head.
Yeah, okay.
Wait. No, his head they cut his head off to put it in the jar.
Right.
All right. Yeah, I remember that. I don't know. I never thought about it again. So I guess somebody was thinking pretty hard about it. Somebody went home and it carried with them. It didn't carry with me like that. Hopefully it'll be good. But like I said, with Marvel, sometimes you gotta hang that hopefully high. So hopefully right.
Like top shelf.
Hopefully, so we'll see what happens, man. Maybe it'll be great. Maybe it'll be hate. You never know. So y'all, I guess y'all want it, huh?
How do you want it? How does it feel?
Coming up, Denzel?
In the fast lane. You know what I mean? I hear y'all.
You want it, Chief. Okay. Yeah, that's true, but he's in there somewhere. But geez. The starting block, it was bad.
Let me pause y'all real quick and bring y'all to a subject that's love to both of your hearts. And that was the other show I was watching, but I couldn't think of it at the time. This McMahon show on Netflix. Hulk Hogan is a sucker. And I didn't know that because I didn't know that at the time, bro. Hulk Hogan, and we're on the podcast now, and I can't say what I want to say about him. But he's the biggest itch I've ever heard. You know what I mean?
That crash down there.
No, honestly, Hulk Hogan tells whatever story makes Hulk Hogan look good.
Bro, no, he didn't even look good. He just looked like Vince McMahon's puppet. He was just like,
that's because he wants to tell that story.
He was backhanding. He was like, yeah, so-and-so was trying to start a union. I called Vince. Hey.
Oh, yeah, Vince. Jesse Ventura was big mad at that because that was his boy. He's like, my man straight dimed me out.
I said, yo, why is Hogan like this, man? I said, and then, man, let me tell you something. I didn't realize all that stuff was going on, man. But Hogan, and then the spit on McMahon that caught him in his eye, I was like, I didn't realize any of this happened. I don't know where I was in my wrestling life because I used to watch it. But I was like, yo, these dudes are gonna that show is fire. Because you know what I mean? It brought a new level of hate for Hogan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Vince just needed his daddy to give him a little hug every so often.
Man, bro. I'm like, Hogan is really that snitch dude, man. The dude that gives you a job. And you might say something to your coworker, and the next thing you know, as soon as he breaks from you on the phone with HR.
Honestly, Chief, if you actually want, if you just want more stories on Hogan, there is a story on, Starrcade 97, where this dude, they had a year-long storyline for this dude to lose the title. And at the end of the day, the guy who's supposed to beat him was like, how are you screwing me over? Because he knows this happens. He's like, all right, how you screwing me over? And then as soon as he leaves the room, he screws him over.
Like, Hogan, boy. Hogan was
it was they broke it down was in Who Killed WCW, and that's probably one of the first 2 episodes. And they just like, it's Hogan literally is like, that dude is one of those. Do not trust that dude.
I just couldn't believe it. I was like, dang, all this stuff went down. And I was, man. So, and I know you guys love wrestling. I remember you used to come on, and when we first started doing this thing, y'all used to talk about Raw or something coming on, and y'all used to talk about.
No, Devon and I do it every week.
Who?
I said Devon and I do it every week.
Oh.
No, Javon watches it. It's just, Javon is never.
That was my other joint because I was so surprised at this McMahon thing. I was like, oh, and then I saw Hogan, snitch, instead of Hollywood Hogan, snitching Hogan.
For a very minor moment, I will at least go with this from early Hulkamania Hogan. Everybody forming a union was going to cut into his money. And for a greedy dude who is gobbling the money, who's the big guy responsible for the money, he's the big draw, I can see how he would look at a union like, that's going to cut into my pockets. It might be great for all of y'all, but I'm the one that's getting paid. So, no.
I just thought they were going to get universal health care or something. You know what I mean?
That's taking into his money.
Yeah, so that was the other show I've been watching. So, yeah. Yeah, man. Let me tell you, Hogan is he's something, bro.
He is. He is the ultimate. Like how you always go, I can't watch anything with Mel Gibson. I don't even think Hulk Hogan from 2024 is the same dude. He can't keep up with the lies he made. So he's not legit the same dude anymore. He is absolutely on-screen character. This guy is Terry Bollea.
McMahon went to sit down. He was like, oh, Hogan's still up there. I was like, gosh, dang, bro. Let me pull Hogan out real quick so I can sit properly. I was like, yo, Hogan is the worst, man. So yeah, that was the other thing, man.
Hey Keith, I love Heels. It's really good.
Oh, gosh, I have now watched it. Oh man,
it's on Netflix. You can watch it.
This is perfect time to watch that. Okay.
Hogan, we're coming for you.
Oh yeah.
Classic. All right. So Star Wars with Rey. Not really feeling it. I know the storylines are bigger than the wrestling stuff, but Hulk did savage some dirt to join NWO like that. That was actually really good. If you want to watch some good wrestling though, right now WWE with the Bloodline deal is great, and I recommend like watching it because the Bloodline gets a little obnoxious for the years of Roman's just killing everybody. But from the point where Cody comes back, 2023, it's great stuff. Really worth watching. Yeah, I'm not feeling this Star Wars thing because to quote Jamelin, if it's not Jon Favreau attached to it or Dave Filoni, my interest is. Speaking of, the Skeleton Crew is dropping really soon, so I'm interested somewhat to see what Goonies Star Wars looks like. Maybe it'll be fun. I'm optimistic. I still think the Brett story was awesome, where he straight up got yeah, Brett's my dude, Brett and Sting, and Brett. What do you think about Bret Hart on that show? Was he really funny?
He wasn't. Brett wasn't funny. That dude was serious. McMahon hurt him, man. And Brett let go like he let go of that gob of spit. And people in the audience were probably thinking, "Oh man, they're going hard," but that was real. He knocked McMahon out.
He needed
to. Like Vince.
you see Vince the next day. He got that shiner on his eye. I said, man.
I'm gonna send you a podcast, which is like a deeper dive into that.
Like you sent me the thing to buy the action figure that day. When I told
which action figure, Chief? Which one?
It was like a Superman or something, man. It was supposed to be coming out.
No, it was Idris Elba as Alex Cross figure.
It's Luther, who's the same as Alex Cross, sir.
All right, so Jamelin, good friend of the program and our brother program, Lyle's Bigger Files, had this idea for a topic for us. He was like, hey, shoot, I just realized my notebook with all my stuff is downstairs and I did not get it. That's awesome. Maybe I should go and get it because it's like all the stuff. Huh?
It's not, you can go downstairs. We can hold it down for 2 minutes.
All right, hold it down for 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
2 minutes.
All right.
I don't want to be on the thing without Jeff with you.
Really, Chief? You just tear the camera off. You're gonna make too much joke about Alex Cross on you.
You know what I mean? Man, Luther, Alex Cross, it's the same to me, man. What do you went down to get a notebook?
Yeah. Notebook.
Man. Another day, man. Another good podcast, man.
Well, I'm hoping we're keeping everybody laughing. There's a lot of stress in the world.
You guys are hilarious. Everybody says so.
I mean, we got, hopefully Trin, is enjoying her first listen to the show.
Yeah, I don't even know if she's still on. She might have went to bed.
Well.
Oh, man. Okay. This is secured.
All right.
So James was like, what is the best biopic? And there's a lot to choose from, which, I was thinking what I had in my collection, but then I was like, oh, this is considered a biopic too. Oh, yeah, I get that. So, whoops.
Probably bored her to death.
Guys, we're doing good.
Bringing in MOC Turtle. That's what we try to do. It's for sure like that for me. Number one for me is Love and Mercy. My number one is Walk Hard.
Walk Hard.
Dewey Cox.
Wait, he's not real. But if it were, I would put that as number one. You don't want no parts of this Dewey Cox. I think I do.
You know what? I think I do.
Sweet. Okay.
That's funny.
I
don't watch many Bobs. So I think my favorite one is Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Also a great choice. However, not quite fitting.
Are you sure?
Because
I'm pretty sure that's why Civil War was happening. Okay,
I think that actually happened, bro.
Good.
Actually, the secret history of America. That was true. It's all true. And then I was like, all right, what about Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby? Now that's a long title for a movie that's awesome.
Okay.
All right, so for real now, Bro Shot, you want to kick us off?
Okay. I'm not gonna start too hard on mine, so I'm going to start with Lincoln.
Oh, I'm sorry. For the sake of being for real and serious now, biopic is one based off of a real person. Now, of course, they'll do the based on true story and actual events, and then go, actually, all this stuff didn't really happen. You know, you fact checked on your own time. But for the sake of this, it's, you know, where it's mostly based on the real person's life and things that have happened to this person or people. So go ahead. Feel free to proceed.
Since I'm not going to make my joke one, I'm going to start with Lincoln with Daniel Day-Lewis. I think that was a really good movie.
Really good one.
Yeah, that was probably definitely. I think if you watch that, you can see. I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis kills it as always. So
yeah, he is really, really good in that one. It was like, yeah, I don't know what everybody else is going to do, but this best actor is locked up. And thanks for playing, everybody.
It's just an honor to be nominated with the winner.
Really, there's no sense in me coming out here for this. Yeah. My favorite biopics are the Muhammad Ali movies where he played himself. Let's see. So we'll walk hard out the way. Catch Me If You Can. That is so good. I mean, it is. I think Jalen and I were talking about it last week. It's so great. It is just really compelling, and it is fun. That is like Steven Spielberg working with two actors. Like, oh man, I can do some amazing stuff. And it's so good. It's one of those where, and I feel like Road to Perdition is like that too, where it's like every time I watch, it's like I forgot how great this was. And Tom Hanks can't leave your top 10 best actors list because the dude is amazing and everything. And he was really good in this one. Leo's really good. And it's like, which one am I rooting for? Kind of felt like that fugitive dynamic where it's like, yeah, I should be rooting for him, but I also should be rooting for him. And just a really, really good movie. So that's one for me. Cash Me Outside. You can't. Miracle, the movie about the Olympic hockey team, is great. I have a sports movie in mind, but not that one. Absolutely. Cash Me is on my list again. One of my faves. Nice. Chief, you got any?
I think my favorite one, I only got a couple, man, because I don't watch many bios. Got a couple of favorites in there. One of my favorites is Ray.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. That is a very solid one. It well deserved. It was kind of like that weird period. It was like, wait, we got another best actor winner? Don't tell anybody. He was so good. Undeniable. And it was like, hey, Kanye, you want to call him up to do a little Ray Charles in your songs there? I think that'll work. Seriously, Catch Me If You Can is currently on Amazon Prime for free. Now, that is a worthy use of it. Speaking of Chadwick, 42. Yes, I love 42. So good. Excuse me. Jalen says, Aviator, I have a fascination with Howard Hughes, and I thought this is a great film. Also, another DiCaprio performance. Now, when people talk about, well, we'll mention it later, so I'll save it. Remind me about this Leo thing. Okay. Cool Running. There you go. Solid one. So another one for me, Remember the Titans. One of my favorite movies. It's that inspirational, oh man, if only the real world could be like this, for real. So good. Great performances again. This is my introduction to Wood Harris. I was like, this guy's really good. And he has stayed really good in all his films. Denzel, come on. You got Denzel in the starring in your movie. you know it can't be but so bad. It at worst, that movie's gonna be a 7.5, and that's really stretching it. I mean, his films are normally like 8 or better, and that's one of my favorite films of his, and he's so good. He's just like perfectly. I mean, they could not have cast a better actor. Just amazing in that thing. He's just doing his thing. Left side, strong side, right? Exactly. Love that thing. Mark A says Bohemian Rhapsody was awesome. I had that down on my list. So was I, Tanya. After I watched Bohemian Rhapsody, and I definitely thought that Rami Malek deserved that Oscar, and I was going to raise a fit online in front of my keyboard, typing furiously, if he didn't win that Oscar, because he was like, what else are we gonna do? Who else is in there? I killed Queen for months after that. And it was funny because I like so many Queen songs, I didn't realize they were Queen, because this was, they were really big before I was like watching MTV all the time. And it was like, oh man, this is another Queen song. To me, Queen was Flash Gordon soundtrack. It's awesome. I don't need anything else. I was like, oh, that's Queen too. Oh, and this one too. Oh, cool. So
Queen, Highlander,
another one bites the dust. I was like, jeez. Killed Queen for a good long time after watching that movie. It was really good too. I thought it was great colors, great use of music, good stuff. MLC Turtle says, just caught Casey Lemons on Finding Your Roots and want to see Harriet. It's all good, Snake Eyes. Just hang out and chill out with the conversation, my man. What's love got to do with it? Of course, speaking of ripped off Oscar winners, two times, Angela Bassett, shout out.
Yeah.
Mark A, I was wondering if anyone else would mention I, Tanya. Solid choice. Jace, where you got next?
My next one is going to be I'm gonna go with Oppenheimer.
I was wondering if you were gonna say that.
Yeah, I like I said, I really enjoyed that movie. It's actually again reminding us we could actually do great things in this world if we tried to, but we can have nice things. Of course, not
we can
nice things, of course.
No.
Yeah, but I think Cillian Murphy just did a really good job in that. And I think every one of those accolades. Christopher Nolan really did a great job in that movie. Finneman. Oh, yeah. That'll be interesting. Am I wrong? Finneman was the other guy he was against, right? I could be. There's stories in that movie. I think that's why I really appreciate it, because it's like, how did all this come about being? I watched the documentary on it before I watched the movie, and I still was like, yeah, more of that. Give it to me.
I need more.
Yeah.
More, please. Chief, what about this biopic? Will this make your cut?
Casino?
Yes, sir.
Off of his version of Nicky Tarantino? Yes. Casino was a fantastic movie. Man,
I just rewatched that one.
He said he's a stand-up guy. What do you think, Remo? You know me. Why take a chance? Hey, bro, I be thinking about that part a lot, man. Why take a
Hopefully now we're talking with us.
Whoa.
Not you, Jace.
Hey, man.
I've got a stopwatch. I can tell when 30 seconds are up. Just FYI. All you got to do,
hold them.
You put up my Captain America shield made of quasi vibranium.
I'm bringing the dogs on this one.
Just 10 more seconds.
I'm bringing the dogs, and while you occupied with them, that's when I'm giving the 30 seconds.
I've got some chips for them. They're good.
These are Chiefs dogs. You gotta have them steak. They're not
right.
They gotta be Wagyu steak.
Chips. My dogs don't need chips. You know what I mean?
They're organic chips.
Right.
Play says I wanted the new biopic starring Timothy Chalamet. about Bob Dylan would be good. It does look good, and I he seems to pick really good films, so I would think so. Henry G, you're not getting heat. I have it on my list. Straight Outta Compton. My favorite part of that movie is when they're listening to No Vaseline. They're like, that joy was.
How could you just? I mean, like, I would not want to hear that about me. Like, good gosh.
I dig that movie.
We gotta go and destroy. We gotta go and destroy him. I don't know about that.
Yeah, that would be, to me. It's always interesting. It's like when somebody hits that kind of level, you're like, no, we're fighting. Like you crossed the line. We're not. This isn't on record anymore. We fight.
No. Not on wax.
Nah, shit. But if you ever take it on wax.
Speaking of Oscar snubs, The Hurricane. Yes. Again, there's a theme going. Moneyball. Oh, that was John Hill's movie, right?
It was Brad Pitt.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. You know, Jonah Hill's such a big star. I always get it confused. I don't know why I have this low-level carryover hate from that, but it just blew my mind. Anyway, David Thanos, Donnie. Yes.
That was on my list.
Yeah, I mean, it should not be on the list.
Yep.
Oh, Blake, I didn't know that. You just finished Godfather 1 and 2 on Prime for free as well. Never really saw either.
Man, that would be a treat.
That's because he's in there playing that damn Ouija board. You know what I mean?
That ending for the first movie is just like, whoa.
He
did it. He was just cool out of bastard.
Okay. No, I did. Okay.
Just this once. I'll let you ask me about.
I'll go bake some cookies.
You do that. Oh. Harry G, Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, man.
The Hurricane is a classic, yes. The Irishman. Oh, it's over. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it, David. Gosh, that movie didn't end for me. That No Vaseline would be on site.
Exactly. That's one of those. If I see you in the street, I was campus 3 years later. Nah, you got to make a call to me to apologize for it. It's like, no. Like, there's no just, we call no. Like,
yeah.
Remember those little skits we made on 100 Miles of Running? Nah.
Surprise. I like Moneyball. I thought Brad Pitt was really good in it. And I felt like that was probably the one where they kind of snubbed him. Where it's like, this is a real nice, low key. I'm Brad Pitt, baby. He was just cool. And I thought he did a really good job in that one. Speaking of Dylan and the Hurricane, great song. I see what you did there. Brad Pitt. I quit the Ouija, Chief. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Blood in, blood out. I'm all about the Magic 8 Ball these days. Should Chief play the parlay this week? Magic 8 Ball says no.
Ask again.
Right. Ask next week. All right, let's see where am I going to go on my list next. Cinderella Man. I really enjoy this one. Russell Crowe, Renee Zellweger, and oh man, Paul Giamatti. Really simple, kind of sports inspiring deal. I really liked it. Russell Crowe is always good. He's another one. Oh, he's in it. It should be good. And he was really good. He's one that's got several potential nominees in this category. And he was great in that one. Speaking of, Michael Solis says American Gangster.
I don't know.
Braveheart, Chief's favorite movie.
I was actually going to be my next one. I know Chief was not going to nominate that one.
What are you talking about? Chief was going to say it.
I think you had the speech to William Wallace. I mean, when he actually goes and actually gets revenge on the guys, man. Freedom. Man. Yeah.
Oh, you just saw it too recently, Henry?
Oh,
that day is amazing. And it's been a nice long time since I watched it, so I should rewatch it. Snow Glare, American Splinters, and All Time are also great in a very different way. Crumb. Haven't seen those films. Chief, you got another one?
I was gonna go something like this, but I'm gonna go A Beautiful Mind.
All right. Okay. Want to talk about it a little, or
no?
No. Okay. All right. Well, I'll say the one. I'll say the one that you talked about, and I will go with Hidden Figures. I thought that was a really, really good movie, and one that we were going to see every February. I don't know why, but I thought that was fun, good, educational, all the stuff that you want in those biopics, and I thought the cast was really good too. Where it's like, sometimes you watch like this member of the cast is a weak link. Didn't think that was the case at all. I was like, oh man, Janelle Monáe can act too. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I really like that one. Good deal. Got to learn some stuff. David Thanos says The Insider. Dynamite is my name. Dynamite. If you're a comic fan watching this and haven't seen American Splendor, look it up. Wait a second here. Is that? Let me see. Jace, what's your next one?
I'm because I think Chief actually is gonna use the one he did not mention, but I'm gonna go with.
You can have it, man. It's an excellent joint, though.
No, I'm gonna go with Imitation Game. Imitation Game with who was that?
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Yeah, Benjamin Cumberbatch. I think story Alan Turning. That was, I had no idea about that story. It was like, oh, wow, this is really, really interesting. So just seeing, the father of modern computing is literally like, oh, this is how his life had to end. And I'm like, yeah, I thought that was really good.
With thunderous applause?
No, that's democracy. That's how it dies, Jeff. Oh, wait, yeah. Jeff, I thought we were talking about real life. Sorry.
I was talking about Revenge of the Sith. Snowglare says, I enjoyed A Beautiful Mind, Theory of Everything, and Imitation Game. Can't get enough of geniuses. Mm-hmm. Henry G has another one that was on my list. The Social Network. I like that one, but I have an admittedly low bar. Nah, man, it was good stuff. And I really like the way the music came together. It just really made him come off like a world-class jerk. And Spider-Man, Spider-Man looked like a hero to Lex Luthor, and Lone Ranger looked like a weirdo. So it was solid. I enjoyed that.
Jeff, those weren't actually in the movie.
What'd you say?
They were in the movie, but not the movie we were trying to go with.
I'm pretty sure I saw Lex Luthor in there.
Yeah, unfortunately, you saw Lex. That was the problem.
Spider-Man was good. I thought he was really sympathetic, and they did a nice job. So yeah, good stuff. Chief is looking serious and quite focused. Chief, what do you got next?
If you know me, you know this is my man. Notorious. The B.I.G., baby. That joint there, because because All Eyes on Me was trash. Okay. But the Notorious, woo! Man, Notorious. Hey, bro, you laughing because you know I'm right.
No, because we got a whole story on All Eyes on Me. That's the only reason.
Notorious.
I love you, Solo. Yeah, go ahead, hit the story, Jace.
Okay, so after we watched, All Eyes on Me, and we understood this movie was trash. But then, like the hype man, kind of the person helping, doing stuff for it. I was like, all right, y'all got to go out and spread the word on this one. And it was like, I'm not spreading the word on this mess. Like, I'm not telling anybody else voluntarily to waste 2 hours of their life. What is wrong with you? Like, what movie did you watch? I mean, because this isn't, how like they're actually coming out with a new Tupac movie. So maybe you could say, oh yeah, I wasn't there. I don't remember any of this stuff. But it's like, I'm sorry. Even on the outside, I saw this dude. Like, you can't act like this dude wasn't in Digital Underground. Like, you got to go right from everything that this man is super thug. Like, no, come on.
Yeah, Notorious was a very good one. Who's the girl that played Little Kim? She was good.
Tori Norton.
Yeah, she was really good there. And I think the guy who played Pac was the same dude who played Pac in All Eyes on Me, right?
Nah, Pac was played by Mackie, wasn't it?
No, he played Papa Doc.
No, he played Mackie. Mackie played Pac in Notorious, right?
I think you're right.
And then that new dude played Pac in All Eyes on Me, but Mackie was Pac, I'm pretty sure.
Oh man, so yeah, Falcon in that joint.
Wasn't it the shelter?
Yeah, look, he got his rhymes right. You know what I mean? And look, his parents didn't have a very good marriage. So this time around. So
we got Angela Bassett was in that too. Hey, okay.
Yeah. Hey, listen, if you haven't seen Notorious, if you saw the Pac joint, it was like, I'll never watch another. You gotta go. Hey, you gotta go see it. You gotta go see the big joint, man. Notorious, man. Yeah. Hey, Jamelin, go give it another shot, man. Don't watch the bootleg joint.
It was good.
Those are the kind of movies like, where can I actually go see this movie? And I don't think I know of any place that has it.
And if she didn't care enough to bring you the real thing and bought you the bootleg, man, you gotta kick her out.
Hey, Chief. Back in those days, we were the ones who brought the bootleg. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but we talking about Pac. She knows he's a cinephile. So what she doing on the bootleg version? That's just disrespectful on her part, man. She knows how Pac gets down. If you know anything about the man, you know the man don't deserve no Blu-ray. No bootleg. You got to go ahead and give him the real stuff, man. I'm sorry this happened to you. Especially with Notorious.
Notorious. So here's an interesting, weird factoid about All Eyes on Me. It has a little bit of Walking Dead love in it. Denai Guerrero, Michonne, is in there. She plays Tupac's mom. And then Lauren Cohen, who plays Maggie, is also in the movie. And I had the connections to those films wrong. The guy who plays Biggie in All Eyes on Me resumes the role in Notorious.
Oh.
So that's where I was like, I thought he played him.
He resumes the role in All Eyes on Me. I think Notorious came out first.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Yeah, it shouldn't have, because Pac dies first.
I would have never watched Notorious if that joint hit.
I'd have never done it. I thought this guy who played Pac was in something else. Who played Pac in Straight Outta Compton then? It wasn't Anthony Mackie.
It was the same dude, wasn't it?
I thought so.
I think it might have been the same dude. Wrong. I told you my Anthony Mackie story, right?
No. What's your Anthony Mackie story?
I'm in Philly.
Okay.
And I'm at this club. Questlove is DJing. He's got a first time I seen somebody DJ off of a iMac, like a laptop. So he's got a laptop there, and he's just in the laptop DJing. And I remember looking, I was standing in front of him. I'm like, how's he DJing from a laptop? So I turn around, and there's this little dude behind me. Little itty bitty dude, man. So I'm like, man, where I know this itty bitty dude from? And it was Anthony Mackie, man. He's like 4'2". I don't care what they make him look like on the movie theater, man. This dude is somewhere. I mean, he was little as hell. Because in the movie theater, he looks about 6 feet or something. He is not.
You're fact checking. He's like,
yeah, I don't know how tall he is, but he was little, and he was in there with I guess she was in there with two girls. One was thick and one was slim, and they were partying, and and I was right next to him and stuff. I'm never the type of dude to be like, oh, what's up?
This dude is 5'10".
Nah, he couldn't have been. That's a lie. There's no way he was 5'10", bro.
Chief, you are a big dude though. You're like you stand up an imposing 6'6".
Nah, man. That what's the other dude, man? He had with Mos Def and Talib Kweli. So I saw Talib Kweli in down DC, down U Street, not U Street, 8th Street, and he was like a baby. He was like a little bitty baby, and he reminded me of Anthony Mackie at the time. I was like, oh, he's Anthony Mackie size, and
not front size, not plus size. Anthony Mackie.
This is a little dude walking down the street, I said, and that's what I said, man. Most of these actors and these rappers, man, are incredibly they're small. They're little guys. You know what I mean?
They made you gasp at their height.
Yeah, this is just a little dude walking down the street. I said, oh man, let me get out of his way, man. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, babe.
Shouldn't you be in school, young man? What up, Ryan? How we doing?
What's going on?
Ryan.
All right. Let's see. I'm trying to think if I have any more that I really wanted to hit on. We did that. Selma, I really like that. And that was one where I'm like, I feel like it got really jobbed come award season. I'm like, y'all suck. David Oyelowo was really good playing Martin Luther King Jr. And I was like, this is really good and compelling. And I was like, oh man, it's an awesome movie. So that one is a really solid one. What you got next?
This is me or Jace?
I think it's your turn, Chief.
Oh. I got a few, man. Like I said, not as many of you guys, but The Last King of Scotland.
Oh, yes.
Idi Amin.
Yeah. He was also a member of the Outlaws.
You know, no, not the Outlaws.
I thought we were still talking about Tupac.
Yeah, man, that dude was a wild dude.
Yes, sir.
A wild dude, man. But Last King of Scotland, man. McAvoy, what's the old girl? Kerry Washington.
Oh, yeah.
And James Forrest Whitaker.
So we had, oh boy, what's his name from Andor, Star Wars? Oh man, what's his name?
What you talking about? The leader?
Forrest Whitaker's character in Clone Wars in Rogue One.
Diego?
No.
Forrest Whitaker's character?
Yes.
Saw Gerrera.
We got Saw Gerrera. We got Professor X. And we got Alicia Masters hanging out in one movie. That's pretty fun. Thank you, James. I knew you had me. Thank you, Ryan. These guys are so slow. Notice. Okay.
I didn't see the movie you're talking about.
You saw Rogue One.
Oh yeah, Rogue One. Okay. I was thinking about, but you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about the show he did, the prequel. Because I didn't watch it. Yeah, Andor. So when you said Andor, I was like, nah.
I just default. Nah, I'm not there for it. I see it. I know what happened to him. James, you got another one?
I got my last one's gonna be the one that I still think is still one of the biggest Oscar snubs ever, and that's Malcolm X.
Well, Chief wanted that one. You did the Black Panther, Wakanda Forever sign and everything.
Jace, you got it.
Yeah.
I don't want any trouble, Jace.
I'm already, you've already gotten. I mean, you were saying you're coming over to fight me, so I don't want any more smoke. So I mean,
I'm not going to fight you, Jace. You keep in shape. I know where your car's parked.
I don't.
The security in the building is a little bit lax.
Oh God! I laugh because I don't cry. Yeah, but Malcolm X is that was such a good performance by Denzel Washington, and especially when he had like these speeches transposed, and it was just like, dang, this is a really good movie. And when he did win, you're like, okay, the Oscars don't mean anything. Like if this is not Best Actor, it's a joke. It was like, okay. I mean, and I think that was one of those. I think that was another one of those. Everybody lost respect for the Oscars. Like, no, that's the Best Picture. I mean, that's Best Actor, and like you're a joke after that.
Yes. So to go back, revisit, because I knew this was coming up with Leo. I thought he had so many better performances than The Revenant. Like, what is this? This is the Denzel thing of, oh yeah, we forgot we haven't given you this Best Actor award, so here you go. And Denzel had like 5 Best Actor wins before Training Day. Like, okay, finally. Al Pacino had many before Son of a Woman. Leo had a lot more before Revenant, and so many more. And it's just like, wow, it's like these guys are some of the best actors we've seen in our generation. And they were really good in those films. They got the Oscars, but they had better performances in other films. So we did not talk about La Bamba. You're right. That's a really good one.
You talk about La Bamba, you got to talk Selena.
Yeah. The movie that made Jennifer Lopez a star.
I think knock it down a couple pegs just because of that, but
La Bamba is a good choice. I never had respect for the Oscars to Snake Eyes. Yeah, the whole Angela Bassett one just kind of blew me all over again. Like, I was not expecting much, but I was like, this one is clearly a win because anybody who watched that movie knows she's the best supporting actress. Case closed. Just like Chief taking Jace's car.
Is it too soon, Jace?
Too soon.
Yes.
He's still salty.
Denzel played Frank White too.
Frank White, the desperado, used to rock the all-black Movado, the all-black Eldorado. All that.
In a bottle of Dom P.
In a bottle of Dom P. You know what I mean?
Without a doubt.
Mark A says, high take, but I enjoyed Get On Up. You can sit down. He wasn't over the top like James Brown, but his over the topness was still worth it. I don't know why I said James Brown like Vince McMahon would say it. Yeah. James Brown. Yeah, I thought he was solid. I really like that jam session in the studio. That scene always stood out to me as like one of the best from that film. Erin Brockovich, can't do one of the biopic movies without her. My last one is Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Sam Rockwell is so good in that film, and I really love that story. And maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but I really enjoy it. So that one is a really. Have you seen that one? Oh, it's so good. He is. When they announced he was going to be in Iron Man 2, I was like, that's going to be awesome because he's so good there. So
is that the game show one?
Yes.
Okay.
He's really good in it. Okay. Well, Chief, you got any more before we wrap it up?
Let me just get my 3 out the way.
Okay, it's funny. You said you didn't have many, but go.
I don't. The Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere.
The Blind Side. And here's the oldie but goodie, Rudy. Y'all remember Rudy?
I was surprised nobody said Brian's song.
Who?
Brian's song.
Oh yeah, I remember Brian's song.
Frida makes sense. A resident artist. And a favorite best. I don't know about this one. What's it on, Jamie? Goodfellas. Yes. Obviously, a good choice there. It's Thuglerhead, Rudy.
Yeah.
Or was shouting out your selection of Rudy. That was fun. Chief, you knew a lot more biopics than you gave yourself credit for.
I guess I did, man. I don't watch a lot of biopics on purpose. I fell into them accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, we didn't sit up.
But the King's Speech must have been good.
I think that's trolling.
Yeah, what's that magic 8 ball say? All right. It's that time of why it's so late, but yeah. Who are your nominees for Dummies of the Week? And since Chief and I just finished talking, it's only fair that we get it back to you, Jay. So who's your choice?
Oh, it's so kind of you, Jeff. My Dummy of the Week is probably one you don't expect from me. The Dummy of the Week this week for me is Mattel. The reason why Mattel is the Dummy of the Week is because on their on their figures for Wicked
Man.
Wicked. The story of how the Green Witch and Wicked Witch of the West, were friends and yada, yada, yada. On the label, on the box of the figures, somehow, through some quality control error, they put in a porn link. Yes, in the packaging. It actually told you to go to a site, and it was not a site that you would expect from from an action figure.
I saw that headline. I didn't click on it. That's even better.
I was like, wait a minute, this sounds like a dumb rabbit hole. So I gotta like make sure this is actually legit. So yeah, but there's actually figures. I mean, there's actually boxes that actually have a link to a pornographic site. And said, this is the time to buy them now and sell them because they're trying to tell you like, yeah, you should dispose them. It's like, no, you don't dispose of them. You hold them so somebody overpays you for 3 times its value. Like, and then you get rid of it. Like, no. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, kids, like, because that's one of those. You probably as a parent buying this for your kid are not paying attention, and then your kids are actually typing in the site. You're like, oh no, yeah.
Not the figure you're looking for.
So by somehow not catching that, Mattel is my dummy of the week.
My dummy of the week, and I apologize if I'm stepping on your toes, dear sir, is the NFL fan base, because they're so quick to anoint these players as the next big thing. And last year, it was all a full healthy heaping of CJ Stroud. Oh, I would definitely take CJ Stroud over Brock Purdy because he looks the part. He's a great, you see those throws. He's not having a great season. Like, in the fantasy magazines, oh, CJ Stroud, top 5 quarterback. I'm like, this dude played 1 season. And last I checked, he wasn't in the championship game. He wasn't in the Super Bowl. But they tell us over and over, oh, these guys are amazing. They're great. Caleb Williams, can't miss prospect. You've got to get him. I remember in our fantasy football draft. Oh, gosh. Trevor Lawrence is amazing. He's a generational talent. They're so wrong. They're so wrong. And then when a dude does what you're supposed to do as a quarterback, get your team to the championship game next year, get your team to the Super Bowl. Well, let's examine why he's good, shall we? Well, I can't say it. It's ridiculous, and it gets on my nerves because they're so fast to go. These guys are awesome, amazing.
How has Niner Radio been after everybody sucks, and you should probably look on, can we trade Brock Purdy and get CJ Stroud, Trevor Lawrence? Can we ask Tom Brady to come back? How are they treating this?
Right. Exactly, David. It's Jaden Daniels, Hall of Famer. He's done in the first 5 games what no one's ever done. Who cares? I mean, what are we doing? They do these ridiculous stats now. Like, oh yeah, in the first 7, it's like a CBS demographic. It's the top comedy at 8 to 9:30 on weeknights on every other week. Yeah. What are you doing? Just tell us what he's done at the end of the season. He's won the Super Bowl. Hey, man, he's really good. But until then, let's push all the brakes down really hard. Perfect example is RG3 is the answer, and Kirk Cousins still in the league. Right, exactly.
I mean, at least for RG3, he got injured. If Shanahan was not trying to save his job and just said, all right, kid, you need to sit down. So, I think RG would probably still be in the league for real.
It often feels like these high shot QBs aren't on the same page as the rest of the team. It does feel that way because they throw them out there right away. It's like, hey, go win all the games for us. I am a rookie, sir. Well, anyway,
your rookie somehow screwed up, and he should have been considered to break the mold because he actually got his team to the championship game on his first. Then the second year he got to the Super Bowl, and this year he doesn't suck, and he's my fantasy quarterback, which not bad for me because Yahoo said I was an idiot for drafting him in the 6th round.
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on the AI running Yahoo's breakdown of team drafting. Number 1 in the league and number 1 in your hearts. Chief, what you got?
So it's not about the Giants, right? But the Giants now pick 2nd in the draft, right? And a friend of mine and I were having a conversation the other day, and he was trying to pitch Shedeur Sanders to me. Oh, man, the Giants could get Shedeur. And I said, I don't want Shedeur because that comes with Deion. And
he'll be the coach.
Then I read an article today that Deion would quietly intervene if Shador got picked by the wrong team. And I'm like, exactly why I didn't want Shador on our team. Like, Dion, you got to get your beak out the way, bro. Like, if he's drafted to a team, that's like your father. You get a job and your father coming down to the job. You know what I mean? And listen, my son doesn't sweep in the back. Yeah. So, my son doesn't do this. Listen, it's a job. He's supposed to be out there. Whoever picks him, picks him. One thing I never liked about the Eli thing was the backroom conversation that got Phillip Rivers traded back. And we had to still give up a bunch of picks behind that. You know what I mean? Eli
got 2 Super Bowls out of it.
Eli got us 2 Super Bowls. Hold on. Let me finish this thought though, right? So he got us 2 Super Bowls. But in between those Super Bowls, right? Eli sucked.
Yes, he did.
So now, do I think when we were on that Super Bowl tear, yeah. But would Phillip Rivers overall have been a better quarterback? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
big yeah.
So did Eli win 2 Super Bowls? Absolutely. Love him for that. Eli can always come to the house and eat. You know what I mean? But would I rather have had Phillip Rivers throughout the whole tenure being steady and winning with a good quarterback throughout Eli's run? Yes.
And those draft picks.
I'll
take 2 Super Bowl rings.
I'm not hating on the Super Bowl rings, man. I just wish that we had kept Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers could have probably taken us to 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah. I'm a Broncos fan, so I'm always going to be kind of biased. Like, hey, you should tell them, hey, do not draft. Don't send me on to a really, really bad team. And that helps you out a whole lot if you can say, hey, don't put me here.
Yeah, it's just you know what I mean?
Kyle Williams.
Yeah, like I said, Eli, he got a lot of yards. He threw for some things, but I think Rivers would have fitted, man. I think Rivers was a better quarterback, to be honest. But I think, and I don't hate that we have Eli. I'm saying Eli just in between them Super Bowl runs. Whew.
I mean, here's the interesting thing is, I was reading, I was watching ESPN, and they were saying like, hey, what do you think of the Cowboys tanking the rest of the season, firing McCarthy, and hiring Dion, and then getting Shador?
I mean,
and yes, that means getting rid of Dak for some odd reason,
But then you gotta,
I'm down for it.
The bad part about that is if you tank and the team knows you're tanking, and everybody knows you're tanking, it's hard to go in there the next year and tell these dudes to win when you've told them to give up on a season. So they have, you know what I mean?
Just subtly do it by like benching Daniel Jones.
Well, first of all, I don't think Daniel Jones will be back this season. But the problem is when Daniel Jones is out, whoever they put in starts to win.
Tommy DeVito
got us out of. That's why we don't have Mays on our team this year because of DeVito. You know what I mean? That's why we don't have a brand new quarterback on our team this year. So, yeah.
Oh no,
good coach.
I mean, that's if you want Jerry Jones saying and doing all the things where you can't even draft the players for your system yet. Go to the Cowboys, which is basically what Jeff wants.
So, yep, Dion, man, keep your mouth shut, man. Let your son, he's a grown man. Let him stand on his own, man. If we get a sorry team, we get a sorry team. That's what number one quarterbacks get. They get bad teams.
I mean, that's why if you're lucky, you want to hit a team that's the 11th pick. You actually want to get passed over and not be a top 5 pick.
Right. You don't want to be. If you want to be
like, what's it? JJ McCarthy. I got a year to sit back, learn the playbook.
No, they threw him out there. He's hurt.
It actually helps him when he's hurt. To be honest.
Yeah, it probably does, man. But I just, either you want the money or you want to be on a better team, but you can't have both.
Would you rather be Caleb Williams' supposed teammates when they're revolting on your number 1 overall pick to say we should bench the number 1 overall guy because I'm not getting my stats?
It's stupid now, man. I back when we were growing up, man, the quarterback had time to develop.
Yeah.
They want you to get in there right away and be, the greatest that ever came down and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I first started working my job, man. You took time. You had to take time to learn the job before they would send you out by yourself. And now, as soon as you come out of school for my job, they put you out and they're like, yo, go handle it. And I'm like, this dude don't know nothing. He hasn't ridden with somebody. I rode with somebody for like 8 months learning. You know what I mean? So if I ran into a problem, I could just walk outside and be like, yo, you got to come in. I can't figure this out. You know what I mean? Now, and that's what they do to quarterbacks now. They just, here, man, go out there and fix everything. And you're not learning behind nothing. That's why, what's his name is pretty good. The dude from Green Bay. He sat behind Aaron Rodgers for Jordan Love, like 4 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why Aaron Rodgers was good.
Yeah, you got to sit behind somebody. You remember Peyton Manning's first year? It was like 1 in 16, 1 in 15.
Every interception possible.
30 interceptions, yep.
Yeah, but even at the end of that, they didn't say, Peyton, you're out of here. We hate you, Peyton.
Now they would.
Yeah, now they would.
Now they wouldn't even. He would have probably got to 15 interceptions. But we're gonna do it, go in a different direction.
And then he would be resorted to be painting Manning.
All right, everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here.
I hate that commercial, but I hate it because it's like, why is he in every commercial? It's either him or Patrick Mahomes.
And once you start making money, They offer you everything.
This dude made a career off of beating the Jags and all the low feeding teams in that division, and then losing to Brady in the playoffs.
Once they start offering Lyle's movie files, these commercials, think I won't be sitting here with a honey pack. This honey pack is very, very stimulating. Yes. Hey, bro, you'll be seeing some wild stuff now. Yeah, I'll be in everything. Give me all the money. I'll be like Snoop Dogg. It don't even matter. Speed stick.
It's funny because this had absolutely nothing to do with what you said.
Yo, man, wait, how did he spread that?
It just worked.
You know what I mean? You guys really gonna keep on with that Giant Super Bowl? The Giant Super Bowl is good. We're good. Was he a Dallas? No, he's a Patriots guy. I don't even let Patriots guys talk to me. We've beaten you in the greatest games of all. 18 and done.
Yeah, and thank you, by the way.
Yeah, no problem. Blue Chews. Oh, hey, let me tell you something, bro. I got a couple of Blue Chews. Listen, man, I like the Lions. I don't have a problem with the Lions, man. I think the Lions are I'm hoping they do well this year. I wish they had done the thing when old boy was with them, their wide receiver. Actually, let's even go back further. I wish they had been good when Barry Sanders was there and had to force Barry Sanders to quit because they were garbage. I wish you know what I mean? Imagine if the Lions had a line back then, how great Barry Sanders would have been.
I don't know if we would have appreciated him as much.
Yeah, if he had the Dallas's offensive line,
God, bro.
Yeah,
he would have been running for 85,000 yards. Nobody would have caught him.
And that's why I don't give Emmitt Smith any credit.
Well,
one of the reasons. Yeah, and Ryan says, I think the jury's still out whether the Bears taking Mitch Trubisky over Mahomes was a good idea. Hey, man, Chief here. When I'm not on Lyle's Movie Files, I'm chewing big league juice.
Hey, bro, I'll have the bag, little strings. Yeah, tell me, man.
You do like Twizzlers.
Put a check in front of me. Put a check in front of me. Put a check out. I'll be in underoos, whatever you need, man. I don't care. Put a check.
Not on this one. Maybe you'll be on the box of some wicked action figures or dolls.
Hey, man, put a check in front of me.
All right, well, fellas, thank you as always, Jason Chief. another one in the books. We want to do Starship Troopers watch along. When do you want to do it? This week? Next week?
I don't. This week I don't believe I'm doing anything this Friday.
Jace?
This Friday's a little tight for me.
Okay.
Hair day.
I'm sorry, Mr. I'm doing my hair can't make movie last week.
We might need to. All right, we'll figure it out. We'll let y'all know.
Yeah.
Ryan Daly, Snake Eyes, Michael Solis, Henry G, Jalen Parks, Blake Tarpley, Lawson Wallace, Snake Eyes, Snow Glare, Mark A,
King Collector,
the royalty in the building. Henry G, MOC Turtle, yes. Yeah. And our very first guest today, Chief, because it's been a minute since we got the post. Help me out. Your special guest, your number one fan?
Oh, Trent?
Yes. Don't forget Trent.
Shout out to Trent.
Can't forget Trent. All right. And thank you all out there for watching. What's that?
Beer with Drew.
Absolutely. Yes. All right. Well, thank you all so much. Be back on tomorrow for another edition of Lyle's Figure Files. But for now, this episode of Lyle's Movie Files has been filed.